Well, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. So, I think I should do this video based on the fact that I just said in my previous video for the Predator Badlands reaction that I mentioned I have movie fatigue, and since I said that, I was like, I think I should do a video on this because I know a lot of you out there who are like big time movie fans, and lots of YouTubers out there, they're all saying the same thing. Everything that comes out, majority of everything that comes out is usually shit. And there's always just lots of people out there talking about how crappy things are and stuff. And I'm a big time movie fan. Now I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm not no movie expert. I don't know much about camera work and stuff like that. I don't know much about how movies are supposed to be written, things like that. I'm no movie expert. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know everything about how a movie's supposed to be made and shit like that. But I will say, from a fan's perspective, because I'm a movie fan, I love movies. Okay, so I do have sort of a say on how a movie should be done because I've been watching movies since day one, since I was a baby. So that's because that's pretty much all I had growing up. Okay, that was basically my escape from all the things I dealt with growing up as a kid, and I dealt with a lot of bullshit. So coming from also, I was being bullied in school when I was a kid because I was a very quiet mute for a while. When my parents split, I was very, very, very quiet, and I kept to myself, and kids hated that about me, especially because I was white, and in black neighborhoods and Hispanic neighborhoods, I got bullied a lot. So my biggest escape from reality was movies. All I had was movies and TV shows, TV shows, cartoons, toys, and stuff like that. Whenever I had toys, video games. Whenever I had the chance to go to my friend's house and play video games, because I rarely ever had video games. So, uh, I'm a big time movie fan. Okay, I had movies my whole life, so I know a lot about movies because I've been there, since the '90s watching movies. I've been going to theaters here and there sometimes, and I've had VHS tapes, DVDs, as when DVDs came out. Uh, so and lots of TV shows and cartoons, and I feel like I have some sort of say in this stuff as a fan, not as an expert, but as a fan. That movies today, I'm just tired of the things they keep shitting out these days. Like I'm really tired of trying to keep a good positive energy about a movie or a TV series that comes out on Netflix or something, and it's just garbage, and it's just trash, and then it's disappointing because you really wanted to be hyped up for something, especially being a movie fanatic. You know, like I want to say TV and cartoon fanatic, but not much. Because I had lots of friends that were anime fans too, and I wasn't too big on anime, but there was certain animes I was into. Dragon Ball, I barely got into that because we couldn't afford cable. When I was a kid, living with my mother, we couldn't afford cable, so I wasn't able to watch, anything from Cartoon Network and stuff like that much. All I had was Kids WB. So cartoon wise, it's mainly Kids WB. And PBS Kids and stuff like that. Fox Kids. But movie wise was like my biggest thing. It was mainly movies. So uh what else do I want to say? Uh so I feel like movies aren't just as good in quality anymore. Meaning like written wise, even though I'm not an expert on like how something should be written, but I was a movie fanatic because things were written so good back then. The movies back then were amazing. Like you see here in this list. I brought this up here because I don't know what else to put on the screen. So I put this up here to show like even like an example of like the movies here that I'm surprised YouTube got this many good movies on here too. By the way, I was shocked when I saw this list. I was like, damn, they got good movies here. Um, so I mean, you got Spawn here, which wasn't written that great, but it was a fun movies. It's one of those cheesy movies from the '90s that you really love. But it's like Lethal Weapon 3. You got that Ninja Turtles now. Twilight. I kind of like the Twilight movies. Don't get mad at me. I kind of do. I don't know. Scary Movie. Like, Scary Movie was a great comedy movie. Um, Joyride was good, even though it didn't get that much, recognition. And that's a Paul Walker movie. If you're a Paul Walker fan, you haven't seen Joyride yet, you should see that. That's a really good movie. Um, Lethal Weapon, like there's an example right there, perfect example. Lethal Weapon, that it was written so well, like it was so good, and the acting was executed so damn good. It was natural. It felt very human, like, because the movies had soul back then. People who had passion for these things, the passion to tell a story through a screen, through a big screen, because that's pretty much what it is. Movies are just basically books visually. you know that's what it's supposed to be. It's entertainment, and it's an escape from reality. Also, it's just entertainment. What the hell? Fuck off, dude. Telegram. So, Lethal Weapon 2, Lethal Weapon 4. I love the Lethal Weapon movies. They're one of my favorites. Godzilla was actually, for what it was, Godzilla was actually 98. It was really good. I love that movie, but it's just the fact that that's not Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Like, if maybe they called it something else, but the sound Godzilla just sounds, cool as fuck, so that's probably why they named it that. Like, they decided to go with Godzilla. But it was actually supposed to be a different Godzilla before, but I think it was because they processed the project. They brought it back up because the project was canceled years before, and it was actually going to look like Godzilla, but they canceled that project, and then when they brought it back, they decided to change it and shit like that. So yeah, Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's another movie I freaking love. That's one of my favorites. And, it was written so well and it was executed well. The great acting and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as a movie fan, I have partially some say in this kind of stuff, because you know what's good and what really made you feel like you want to watch it again, and what didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, as the fans, because it's the fans is what matters. You're not gonna sell a movie, especially back then. You weren't gonna sell. Marketing was everything back then, and how they market. Like, look at the way Lethal Weapon 2 looks. Like, that might be a good movie, so you're gonna rent it out at a Blockbuster or something like that, or you're gonna go to the theaters when it comes out. Like the way they made the box art and stuff like that, how it looks. Like, look at it, even Under Siege looks like it's gonna be a cool ass movie, and then it's shit because it's Steven Seagal movies. But marketing back then was even better because they really had to sell, the picture to the fans. They really had to sell to the fans, get fans to come and see it, or to rent. And if you've seen it in movie theaters and you love it that much, you're definitely going to go to Blockbuster or any local movie store, Hollywood Video, or whatever, or your local grandpa's video store there, in your small town neighborhoods, and you're going to go out and rent it out or buy it because it was that good. Marketing was everything back then. Marketing now, it's like, it's the same old shit all the time. They always do the same exact music in every freaking trailer. It's, the dun 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 dun. Like, it's like, come on, all right, can we do something else now? Like, for fuck's sakes, it's always the same type of music. Like, it's getting boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like there's no soul put into these projects anymore at all. Anything they write, it's like they just rush it. Anything they do, they just rush it. Everything's always green screens and shit like that. Like, practical effects, they barely use anymore. Even though they actually started bringing that back, especially with Alien Earth. But you could tell it's a guy in a suit, pretty much. Like, I don't know. I just really am fatigued because when I do these videos, like reaction videos to the trailers and stuff and reviews of movies I've seen, I want to sound excited. I really want to bring enthusiasm and be really excited to talk about something that I really am passionate about, because I'm a movie fan. I'm a movie fanatic, man. I love movies. If I could, I have every poster of every freaking movie I have right now. Like, that's my favorite right now, but I don't. So yeah, I mean, I'm really fatigued because the movies they keep coming out with lately for the past near a decade, it's not great, man. It's just not that great. Like, and it's not even memorable. There's like no human spirit that makes you feel related to the characters anymore. Like, you know, like you just don't feel relatable. You know, the characters just don't feel relatable anymore at all. Uh, and you know, acting is usually just bland. You know, storytelling is just so bland now. Like, it's just like they rush everything. You know, some scenes it doesn't even make sense because they're rushing shit. They want to get to another point, and so it's like, okay, we got to do this scene because we got to do this scene, and you know, and then all right, yeah, next scene, all right, finally to the scene that we really want to do. You know, like, I don't know, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it anymore. I'm not feeling it anymore. I want to be excited, but I can't. Like, I'm always shut down every time I see a new Netflix series or even Hulu, like Alien Earth. I got so damn disappointed with Alien Earth. I stopped. I literally quit watching it after the 3rd episode. I kid you not. I don't even know what happened past that. I mean, I seen YouTubers talk about the episodes after that, and I was like, I knew it. I didn't even freaking bother. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Fuck that show. I was like, fuck Alien Earth. I'm done after the 3rd episode. I was like, I'm fucking done. This is the stupidest shit you could ever fucking come up with Alien, bro. Fuck. Fuck. I'm just getting so disappointed and fatigued, man. I'm fucking tired. And, oh, Tron. That's another thing I want to talk about. Tron Ares. I didn't even see that yet, and I don't even want to now. Even though I was excited when the trailers come out, I was excited to see it, but now I'm not. Because every YouTuber out there, everybody out there was saying that it was garbage. And how it was written and executed, and the story was just foul. Like, how they did the Flynn, you know, the Flynn legacy, you destroyed it. Like, you totally fucking destroyed it just to put diversity into it, a strong female character into it, who's not even, you know, an American pretty much. Well, maybe she is now. You know, you have the, you know, this, of course, a strong, powerful, smart, intelligent woman from another country that took over freaking MCOM. Like, are you serious, dude? What happened to Sam Flynn? You killed him off? Like, seriously? He dropped the ball? I was really pissed off when I found that out, that that's what they did with the story. That Sam Flynn failed to carry his father's legacy when he was so passionate about it, that that's why he did what he did to save his father. And now he's going to just drop the ball? That doesn't make sense. And just give up the whole fucking company? That is bullshit. No, it was all because they didn't want a fucking superior white male, straight masculine male, to have the leadership. They didn't want that. So they killed him off so they could fucking have a strong female that's not even fucking white. I mean, not that that really matters. But you can see where they went with that. Okay? And I was really pissed off. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to fucking see it now. I'm not even going to fucking see it now. I don't care. I don't care. And people said it was ass anyways. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. They killed off Tron Legacy. The whole legacy. That's why it was called Tron Legacy. That was the legacy of Kevin Flynn and Sam Flynn, his son. And you killed it off. That is bullshit, okay? So, I'm fed up, bro. I'm fucking fed up with the shit that they've been doing in Hollywood, bro. And Disney especially. It's mainly Disney. Disney's fucking up everything, bro. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tron had full potential to become something like your own Star Wars. But instead, you dropped that to purchase Star Wars. And now you fucked up Tron and then fucked up Star Wars. Because Star Wars was not your thing to begin with. Tron was. Tron had something going there. When you did Tron Legacy, that movie was going somewhere, okay? You had something going right there. Tron was fucking awesome. Tron Legacy, I gotta say, was amazing. I love Tron Legacy. That's one of my favorite movies. I still rewatch it. It's rewatchable. It's memorable. It's rewatchable. It's relatable. It's awesome. And I love the visual effects. You know, that's a movie made for 3D. I guarantee you, like, you want to watch something 3D, that's a movie made for that. Okay? And it was so ahead of its time. I mean, so ahead of its time. Like, for 2010, damn, that's amazing effects. The original Tron, I'm a fan of too. I rewatched that, and I've never really actually seen that movie until Tron Legacy. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is a sequel to one before, and it was 1982. Holy shit! what? So I saw that movie, and I loved it ever since. I was like, yo, that is so cool. I even watched documentaries on how it was made, how they did the layers to get that lighting effect and stuff like that. I was like, man, that is super freaking awesome, man. They put heart into that, and it looked cool. It really looked awesome for its time. Now it's outdated, of course. It looks like, you know, you could obviously tell it's long ago. But for that time, you gotta like put yourself in that time. It was awesome. That looks awesome. Even it looks awesome to me. I really like the way the original Tron looked. It looked awesome. And just the concept, I love that kind of stuff. You know, I love techie stuff. You know, cyberspace stuff. I love space stuff. I love that kind of stuff. Mm. So, they totally killed off their own legacy to destroy Star Wars and then destroy Tron now, because now they don't remember how to do Tron. What like what was good for Tron, you know? They ruined it. They totally ruined it. Just like they ruin everything they touch. That wasn't theirs to begin with. And even if it's theirs to begin with, first of all, second of all, they really are destroying it, actually. I don't know what I'm saying. They're like, every time they come out with a live action of something that was fantastically made back then, you know, as an animation movie, they ruined it now. What's next? They're gonna do a live action Toy Story? Yeah, okay, that will be the end of days. Oh man. Yeah, so I just wanted to do this video to let you guys know you haven't seen me in like over a month because I'm so fatigued. I'm tired, you know, of the like trying to be positive about things that come out when they're not. They're not great at all. They're ass, you know, and I say they're ass when I do, you know. People are attacking me, you know. I get people freaking attacking me all the time when I say something is ass. Like, what do you expect me to do? Lie and be like, oh, this movie is fantastic, it's great, oh yeah. No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm gonna be blunt, because that's part of being honest. Okay, if you can't handle it, then don't fucking get involved with movies. Period. Okay, I think Hollywood and Disney needs more masculinity to return to the workforce in there, and to get down to business, you know, and to scream and yell like a man should. You know, I think they need that shit. They need the aggression from somebody to be like, listen, you dumb motherfuckers, get it right. You know, but of course not. Oh no, he screamed at me. Lawsuit. Oy, oy, oy. Get your dick out of between your legs and fucking make some good ass movies. For fuck's sakes, man. Like, what the fans are dying out here without these movies, bro. Like, especially these beloved franchises that you're destroying. What are you doing, bro? Like, come on now. Don't you love your fans, right? You love the fans? Or do you love yourselves? You know? I think we all know the answer to that. But yeah, so I just wanted to leave you guys with a video saying that I'm tired. But I'm gonna keep trying to do this. Okay, I'm not gonna quit on you guys. I don't want to quit on you guys. You know, because I know everybody feels the same. Well, maybe not everybody. There's gonna be some people who like the stuff that come out. Fine, fair, that's cool. I don't care. I really don't care. But I'm saying that they need to start listening to majority of the fans and be like, you know, we need to fix something here. We are doing something wrong here, you know? The fans are falling apart out there. Like, you know, fans are leaving our franchises. Fans are dumping our shit. You know, hello? Nobody wants to buy your toys. Well, gee, I wonder why. You know? They're not lovable characters. We don't care. Back then we did, because they were lovable characters. Memorable, you know, and they were relatable. That's why we loved getting the toys of, you know, and action figures of characters that were great. Because we related to them. You feel like that person. Alright, anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to do this video too damn long. So, yeah. I know you guys are tired. That's why I did this video too. You know, so, yeah. Let's hope they make good movies soon enough. Please, within the next at least 5 years. if we got to deal with it more like 5 years longer. I don't know, but Yeah, that's it. So that's all I got. Over and out.